Hello teachers! Welcome back to my YouTube channel where I share video lessons, lesson plans, and anything that would help learners and teachers alike. For today's video, I would like to share a research-based lesson plan that I've used for my demonstration teaching. I already uploaded a video lesson for this, so please check the description box below for the link. Now, just a quick disclaimer, this is not a perfect lesson plan and I know many of you are more experienced than me, but I just want to help those who would like to be helped. So without further ado, let's get started. This is an explicit teaching in Health 3, Quarter 1, Week 1, Right and Wrong Nutrition. We can use this as an attachment for our PMS Objective 2 because this lesson plan is research-based. So for the objective, we have Content Standard, demonstrates understanding of the importance of nutritional guidelines in a balanced diet in good nutrition and health. For the Performance Standard, consistently demonstrates good decision-making skills in making food choices. And under learning competency, we have number 1, describes a healthy person, and number 2, explains the concept of malnutrition. And I just copied the code from the MILK or the most essential learning competencies. So if we will examine these objectives, we will find out that this is written based on Bloom's taxonomy, where understanding is under cognitive and demonstrates good decision-making skills is under affective, and for the psychomotor we have describes and explains. Let's take a look at the subject matter and the materials. For the topic, it's right and wrong nutrition. For the reference, we have Learner's Packet number 1, Health for grade 3, and the MILK or the most essential learning competency, page 450. And I've used Tayo'y Mag-Ehersisyo by Teacher Clea and Kids, and I will put this YouTube link in the description box so that you can check that out. For the materials, I've used pictures of people showing different body types, PowerPoint presentation, a smart TV, and downloaded video of Tayo'y Mag-Ehersisyo action song, the activity charts, and activity cards. I integrated this lesson to 4 different learning areas, and I will explain later how I integrated them to the lesson. For voice education, we have discipline and love for one's self, literacy, definition and spelling of the word nutrition and malnutrition, music and physical education, singing an action song related to exercise, and I also integrated culture, showing Filipino games as a type of exercise a healthy child can do. Under procedure, we have letter A, the preparatory activity, and like the usual daily routine, leading a song, checking attendance, and greeting the class. Let's proceed with motivation. I've used Tayo'y Mag-Ehersisyo action song as a motivation and as an integration to music. So these are the instruction for the teacher for this activity. So number 1, using a PowerPoint presentation, the teacher will show and read the song's lyrics first and then ask the pupils to read it as a class. It is important that pupils are familiar with the lyrics before you ask them to sing. Remember that you are teaching a new song, so maybe this is the first time they will be hearing it. And then afterwards, the teacher will teach the song with action. Then you model how to sing the song and how to do the action, and that's the time you will ask the pupils to sing with you. This is an explicit teaching, so modeling skills is very important. And for number 3, after the singing, the teacher will ask the following questions to guide the pupils to understand the meaning and purpose for the song. When we integrate, we have to make sure that we are integrating a deep connection with our lesson. We don't integrate just for the sake of integrating. So you will ask these questions. Letter A, what is the song about? And then letter B, why is it important to exercise daily? Let's now proceed with letter B, activity proper, and under that is presentation, where I used a game for the class called Mix and Match. So for this activity, I prepared 3 pictures showing 3 different body types and post them on the board. Before the class, I taped pictures of healthy and unhealthy food and activities under my pupils' chair. So now I asked them to look under their chairs, get the picture, and match them with the body type pasted on the board. I asked them to think, if I do this certain activity or eat this certain food, what body type will I have in the long run? By doing this, I am using their schema or their past knowledge so that I can use it as a springboard during the lesson. So for the pictures I taped under their chair included fruits and vegetables, milk, soda, junk foods, and sweets. I also included a picture of a boy just watching TV, pictures of kids playing larong Pinoy like sipa, patentero, luksong baka. So this is where the culture integration comes in. So here, culture, showing Filipino games as a type of exercise a healthy child can do. You can search for these pictures online. Just remember to choose real pictures, or better yet, go around your community and take your own photos of kids in your area playing these games, but just remember to ask permission before taking photos. Okay, so for modeling, I asked the following questions, and these questions encourage thinking among pupils. So for letter A, how will you describe the 3 boys in the picture? Okay, why do you think their body looks like that? And what are the contributing factors that affect their physical appearance? Of course, you can rephrase the question to suit the level of your pupils. So also under modeling, we played a digital version of Hangman. Let me show you how it looks like. So this is just a free template I downloaded from YouTube. If you want a copy of this one, I'll just put the link on the description box below and you can check that out. So this is just the Hangman we know as a kid. You will just choose a letter, and if you chose the wrong one, and then a body part will appear here, and if you chose the correct letter, it will appear on the line here. So let's try it. I just asked the pupils to come in front and then choose a letter, for example. This is a great game to get their attention, and my class really enjoyed this game. So we get the idea. So on this part, I integrated literacy by simply asking the pupils to spell out malnutrition while writing the word on air. A simple yet effective strategy. So for guided practice, letter A, I divided my class into 3 groups according to their level of cognition. Group 1 is for advanced learners, Group 2 is for learners who are on level, and Group 3 is for learners below level, but of course, you won't disclose that to your pupils. I grouped them accordingly so that I'll be able to use differentiated instruction effectively. So these are the instructions for the activity. So the class will be divided into 3 groups and will be given an activity suited to their level. Number 2, each group will perform a task given to them following the IATF protocols for COVID-19, meaning they will always wear their mask, minimize their contact, and they will use their own things. And number 3, the teacher will ask each group to choose their leader and reporter. A group presentation will occur after 5 minutes. And letter B is setting of standards, which is very important. You will ask the pupils before we start what are the standards to be followed in doing a group activity, and you will tell them you have 5 minutes to work on your task. Okay, so this is now the time we will distribute the activity cards and activity charts. So for this activity, the chart will give you an idea how you will execute these. So for group 1, open your activity envelope and take out the pictures inside. Paste the pictures under the right column. Okay, so I just gave them this chart, and these pictures are inside the activity envelope. For group 2, if you were to choose a healthy meal for supper, what will you eat? Choose from the pictures and paste them inside the plate, and then they will explain why they choose that particular meal. And then for above level or group 3, I guess I interchanged the groupings, but it's up to you. Okay, for the direction, you'll open the activity envelope and take out the strips of paper inside. Read them one by one and decide whether it is a characteristic of a healthy body. Paste the correct strips of paper around the picture of a healthy boy. And then afterwards, they will have a group presentation, and each group will be given 2 to 3 minutes to present their work in front of the class. And then for independent practice, I gave each pupil a thumbs up and a picture of a thumbs down. And then I showed several statements on the slide, and the pupils will raise the thumbs up picture if the statement is correct or appropriate, and thumbs down if not. So this is a great activity for review and independent practice. So for generalization, we'll just review what is malnutrition and what are the different types of malnutrition. So that's just simply recalling what has been discussed. And then for the application, I inserted the values integration and asked these questions. How will you show discipline in your diet? And why do you demonstrate love for yourself when you think about what you eat? So these questions will make them think. And then for the evaluation, I asked them to describe a healthy person and give 3 characteristics, and then explain the concept of malnutrition in your own words. This is for 2 points, a total of 5 points evaluation. And then for the assignment, how will you keep yourself from being overnourished and undernourished? Write a short poem about it and read it in class. So I gave them a rubrics, content for 50%, relative to the theme 30%, and then creativeness for 20%, a total of 100%. So that's it for today's video. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to hit the comment section and I'll try my best to answer them. Again, this is not a perfect lesson plan, but if I helped you in any way, please consider subscribing, and if you're interested in content like this, please hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified with my latest uploads. See you on the next one!